While we've been talking to a lot of Davos veterans, people who've come here year after year, I've got here with me someone who's a first-timer here. Vish Narain is country head with the TPG Growth. Vish, thanks very much for joining us.
Sure.
So since this is your first time, it's not my 10th time, it's my second time as well. But how's it feeling? How does it feel? I mean,
it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm representing India as a young global leader.
Yes.
So it's a group of 150 to 200 people that are selected around the world, and there's a conference for YGLs before Davos.
Yeah.
So I was here a couple of days earlier, and this is my first Davos. It's very exciting, apart from the fact that it's freezing and it's really cold.
And also very beautiful. I mean.
And it is really beautiful.
Yeah.
And we had great weather the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So, but the energy is phenomenal.
Right.
That quality of people that you meet from all around the world is exceptional. And the especially at the World Economic Forum, I think there's that generosity that is there in most of the people that are associated with the platform. So they take the time and make sure they get to know you. You form really interesting bonds. So it's been a great experience. It's only been a couple of days, but looking forward to the rest of the week.
Does India come up a lot in terms of conversations?
Yes, actually, I think it's as I talk to people who've been here for many years, the last couple of years wasn't really a great time for India, but I think this time you feel a very palpable sense of excitement. You see a lot more people from India here. There's a lot more focus from...
But is the excitement, largely confined to Indians here in Davos? Or do you sort of sense that with foreign investors and corporates, etc., that you meet as well?
I think there is excitement from most quarters. In fact, I would say that India has always had potential. We've all seen over the last 15 years. You'll always hear India is the land of opportunity. It's just there, and it's the next China, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But we've always found a way to disappoint.
Yeah.
And I think with the new government coming in, there's certainly the promise of delivery again. Yeah. Having said that, I think people are cautiously optimistic. I think there is a recognition that this government is different, and I truly believe it is. There's a lot of participation from the government here at Davos. I think they've been, in power less than a year, but they've certainly done enough for the last year or so. That they're doing the right things. It's a long-term evolution and long-term development plan, but they have the right team. They're doing the right things. But I think it's people are cautiously optimistic. I think for the next couple of years, as we see some real change on the ground and see GDP ticking up, some of these other economic metrics ticking up, I think we'll see much more interest. But there is a recognition that Mr. Modi is amongst, the top leaders of the world, and he's certainly got the attention of the world. Now we have to deliver really to seize the opportunity.
And you think budget would be an important sort of a platform to...
I think the budget is overrated, in my opinion. If you look at the developed world, there is no one day where you wait for big bang.
Sure, but be that may be, but budget still in India is a big deal. It still is a big deal, right? And many that I've spoken to say, well, the government won't get a ticket out of this one if they don't really put out and I hate to use the word a big bang budget, right? So in that context,
I believe that you shouldn't wait for the full year to come out with policy initiatives. I think the government has been announcing policy initiatives along the way. You don't need to necessarily wait for one day of the year to prove that you're making a difference. I think you can have FDI policies changes, you can have GST, all of the initiatives that people want. Those can be rolled out over the course of the year. You don't have to necessarily wait for one day. So I think we should not necessarily overemphasize.
Is that kind of indirectly lowering expectations of the budget?
Yeah, I think it's just the country is too focused on that one day.
Okay,
I think we should just look at what has the government done over the last year.
And would you say what they've done so far kind of meets the promise that they made before coming to power so far?
In many ways, yes. I think the signs are that they are serious about changes. if you look at the 3 or 4 categories of where people want changes, it's GST, it's deregulation in certain industries, FDI coming into insurance, FDI coming into retail, coming into various other sectors where investment is starved. But they've done a decent job in terms of taking incremental steps, right? And I think that's the right approach, rather than waiting for a big bang announcement, because it's not a 1 or 2 year game. This is a 5, 10, 15 year game for us. So I think they're doing the right things, and frankly, we should not emphasize the budget per se.
The budget per se.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Thanks very much. Enjoy your first time here in Davos. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vish.
Thanks, Prashant.